As promised, I said some time ago that I will bring you my chess blunders. Now, I actually end up losing this game, so that's a blunder in itself, but here I bring you some of my blunders, and here is this position that occurred today where I played rook f4 and my opponent can only move to h3 really with their queen. Okay, so here we go, let's have a look at this. So after queen h3, why don't I just play rook to h4 and thereby win? So I'm going to show you this ending real quickly, real quick. So this is a blunder. And it's not terrible, is it? But, you know, it is a blunder, isn't it? I'm not going to show this too long. Checkmate. So anyway, that's that one. Here against my 2-3-9-1 opponent, I drop the ball here too. I'm a clear piece up, but black has got troubles with their h7 square and h file too. So I'm going to show you the last set of moves here. I'm going to see if I can find where I actually blundered. Maybe I should play knight h4. I played queen e7, tried to... Now knight e3, it looks like it's all over. So this is a blunder. Rook f8. Now I make another big bungle. I can still get a draw with this player with queen f8. I play, or even king f8. But I play rook f8. So this is the big blunder. And now queen h5. And there's really nothing for it for black now. Black's completely lost. Unless I play queen g5 here and knight h6. Knight f5 to knight h6. Then I've probably got a one position anyway. I have got a draw after queen g5, so this is a blunder again. And I lost on time, by the way. But queen g5 is no good, by the way, is it? Because queen h7 is checkmate. So, but I played rook f1, rook g1, rook g1, king g1, and I'm stifled for a move. I cannot make a move on time to prevent my king captured shortly thereafter. So this is no good. This has been one of those moments that is no good. Here comes a mouse blunder. You'll have to either believe it or not. But here is a mouse blunder. I went for bishop h5, but instead the computer or the mouse or whatever, I don't know, or maybe I did, played bishop f3, and this is the end of the game after this, even though it continues for a wee bit after this. That's no good, is it? Here is another one that happened 3 hours ago. Bishop c6. What? What did you do that for, Dave? You just give the knight. Maybe this was also just... I've got 15 seconds left at the very end of the game, so after knight c6, I just resigned. I think this... I'm not sure. I think this was a problem with the mouse as well. There's something happening with my computer with the mouse. But I can't blame it on that. That's chess. That's the way it goes, isn't it? Now here we're up to move 22, where black's just played move 22, king h8 after rook g7, and watch this one go terribly wrong. No. Checkmate's coming. Or queen takes rook. Oh no, David. David. Can't prevent checkmate, so this is pretty bad, isn't it? The only thing I can play is rook h7 and hoping for queen h7 and then queen f6 and then queen chomp and that sort of thing. But rook h7 check is no good because king h7 is fine for black. And then after that, queen g1 is still threatened, checkmate. And so this was a bit paralytic for me. It wasn't very nice. This happened, by the way, a day and an hour ago. So that's not too bad. It's last month, because now it's September the 1st in New Zealand. I'm not sure where the blunder was here. Maybe I've just got a lost position. But this really looks okay thus far. But this position falls rather quickly. 2 pieces. And I don't mean that I've got 2 pieces. It just falls to bits real quick. Now the queen's in, and the queen can capture all sorts of things. Knight there. It's no good bishop d2 is, because that is a blunder because of knight d2. And the knight defends the queen on b1, and the queen cannot capture the knight on d2 because it's checked to white's king. But here's king g1, queen a2. So this is the beginning of the end. I play this really badly. There's a blunder. That was that one. This was particularly painful. I've just played queen d7. So the position is not terrible for black, but it's not exactly great either. Queen b6 and king e8. Maybe I should play king c8. Although I forgot to look out for knight d5. And what is that doing now? Oh dear, I don't know. Why don't I take it? What am I not seeing? Why don't I take that? I don't actually see why I don't capture that. So that's a blunder. Not capturing. Rook d8. Okay, well, knight f6 check. Forces more or less rook f6. Now it's pretty bad, isn't it? I lost on time, not position. Queen c6 check. Here is the final move, and this is where I lost this game. Not very good showing, is it? Well, so I'm not actually sure why I don't just play queen takes knight here. I don't think there's any ghosts in this position. So queen d5 looks quite reasonable to me. Here it is white to move. The score is at the end of this game 1-all. Here is where I think I blunder here, even though my position isn't very good. The thing is this bishop down here and rook are hitting g2, so it's pretty tender after bishop f2. check, and rook g2 check also. But here I think that it's my move. I played rook e2, and that was okay, sort of, but not really, because then came rook g5, as you'll see. And here I played queen g5. Now, I don't think I should have played queen g5 here as well. But what else? So I think that here I should sweep my knight into e5. And that's what I think I should do. Check. And that will be a bit better. The bishop won't capture because then the pressure's off g2 defense, and that's the thing. So that's what happened in this position. What happened was this. It's pretty bad, isn't it? After this, it's pretty bad. Nacho Dave wins this game outright. And one more. This is actually good for your chest to do this. It's painful, but it's good to do it. Here, yes, I made the following blunder. Rook f5. Oh dear. Queen g6 check. King h1. And here come the last moves. So black's just threatened queen g2 checkmate. I can still play queen to f1, but I'm a rook down. Queen d2, queen f3. I threw in the cards. I threw in the table. I threw the table in. I'll have a look if there's any others I can show, just the basics of blunders. This is the last one that I bring, and thank you for watching. All the best with your chess. I ended up with 4.3 seconds, but it ends up in checkmate. Here I am a piece up, but my opponent has sort of sacrificed earlier on, and I'm doing all this dribbling all around here. See, all these pawns and bishops and knights and things like that. Whereas meanwhile, on the western front, my king is in big trouble. And so the following moves are probably already lost anyway. Are the following now. Maybe I can play bishop e1 or something, or knight d5. I might be able to play knight d5, but it's very, very difficult. And my opponent isn't very highly rated. I could have a look at the before photo. That wasn't too bad as this. But I think that I could probably just play knight d1 even, or something. Bishop d7 maybe. It's pretty hard though, but because I'm just doing all this sort of queen side activity. But this is the king side is better to, where the king is better to attack, because it's better tempo and all that sort of thing, than it is to attack on the other side of the king. So the following moves were played. Yep, believe it or not. Bishop f4. Bishop f4. This is almost suicidal. Now, what black could be met with is g3. Okay, pawn here. And after rook f1, king f1. But it's still not good. But what did actually happen here is, you guessed it, I played bishop d7. There you go. That's the final blunder of the latest from David Wegener, and this is the first set of blunders that I've brought you. Because why is this a blunder? Okay, you want to see? Rook f1 check. No matter how one tries in that position here, it's checkmate no matter what white does. Rook f1 is either forcing king f1 or queen f1. Upon queen f1 we have queen h2 checkmate. Upon king f1 capture rook we have queen h1 checkmate. Oh no! Bye.